keep out too. And if you I gotta keep it true, nigga, I just want to power. Hey, give me what I'm doing. Let my enemies see the liquid proof, Lord. I just want to power. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Just start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shit on me. Yeah. Public housing, we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Cold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes, and all you fuck niggas just gon' hate. Till you pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. So my niggas said tall. Cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Don't forget them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I'll keep out too. And if you I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Hey, just give me what I'm doing. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey, don't get up out of pants on me. Got killers with them rounds on them. Feel like I'm dead from the drum. Look, don't make me make the people rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you ride blue. And I was so hooked from the Fruitvale crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that part of the hood is a weapon. Build another throne, be protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Texas. Know that you can get your chills on it. Stay raining in your ears, want it. If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. So my niggas said tall. Cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Don't forget them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And if you I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Hey, just give me what I'm doing. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Hey. Yeah. Sorry, children. You going to pay straight on drugs? Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Went to the brother that had a real. And she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, they had that nigga leave. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas like it like that. Yeah, I just wanna bow. At AutoZone.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Barakathum to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ilatah, Bashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. This is the Isupk California Lashawan Qadash class, the Holy Tongue class. This is a tongue that was spoke by our forefathers and the angels, and the Lord gave us this language. What the problem was that the language was stripped from us by our oppressors. But now the Isupk has held it down since 1969. Thank God for General Yohana for keeping this truth going. And we're going to pass this truth on to our kids and our kids' kids. So this is, like I said, this is the Holy Tongue class. I'm Officer Kapar 500. We're going to go ahead and go straight into it. I'm going to start with the alphabets. As you can see, this is how it sounds out here. The Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan Qadash. In English, you write from left to right. In the Holy Tongue, which is the Lashawan Qadash, you write from right to left. So see how it's written, Lashawan Qadash. This is the La, Sha, Wa, Na, Lashawan, Qua, Da, Sha. Lashawan Qadash. That's how it's spelled from in the ancient. And we do write in the Assyrian as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with the alphabet. So I'm going to erase this. If you guys have a problem following along, just let me know. Please like and share the class, because we do want all Israel to get edified in their language, all 12 tribes. We want you guys to go ahead and we want you guys to understand it, and we want you guys to learn it as well, because it's very important to us as a nation to get back to our true heritage. because we have been stripped from our oppressor of our language, of our heritage, not a religion, because we're not religious. We don't jump around and fake talk and chicken talk and go into some type of weird spirit. We do not do that. That is not of the Lord. There's nowhere in Scripture where it says you jump up and run down the aisle and the Lord comes and gives you some weird language that you start speaking in that nobody can translate. But what he does give you is the Lashawan Qadash, which is the holy tongue. This is biblical. You know, I'll get into that later on. So I'm going to write this down. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to have the trooper come up. He's going to write it out in the ancient. And after that, so forth, we will go into the Assyrian. The Assyrian is it is more of a Yiddish bastardized version of the ancient, but we know that as well because our culture has been it's been bamboozled, so to speak. As you can see, you see me rocking the shield, and you see some people in Israel rocking the shield, but they are not the children of Israel. They are just somebody who has stolen our culture. So this is why this is important that you get in tune with these classes. You're doing the Isupk. Brothers, you're getting all black. Sisters, you get your hair wrapped. You start coming to class, and you start being obedient to what the Lord is really teaching you, because the Isupk gives out the truth of what the Lord needs you to do. It's not something that we just come up with. This is biblical. Everything that we teach, it goes hand in glove with the Bible. It's nothing that I just want to say out of my, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and erase that. I'm going to have the trooper come up right now, and he's going to write out the alphabets for you. But what you've seen up here, our classes start at 7 p.m. All the Isupk classes, we have classes almost every day of the week. We have classes from Tuesday to Saturday. Our Tuesday to Friday classes from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Our Saturday class, which is the Sabbath Salakia, it starts at 11:30 till 12:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. Salakia. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I'm going to have the young man come up and Salakia. The trooper come up. The brother just got raised up. I don't know where I'm keeping on with this. And I'm going to have him write it out. But as he is writing out, I'll give you some biblical references to where the Lashawan Qadash is in the Bible. Not that Holy Ghost that you speak. These people tell you. I remember in the Christian church, they told me, oh, can you speak in tongue? And I was like, no, I didn't know that they were talking about the Lashawan Qadash. They didn't know they were talking about the Lashawan Qadash because they didn't understand the Bible. That's why it's important to get in the Isupk and get in tune with these classes, get with these brothers, you know, get with the sisterhood, and get edified from it, because there's a lot of things that the Christian church does not teach you, because the Christian churches have been compromised. The white man has compromised the Christian church, our whole heritage, to give us just like he did in the canon. As far as like, he just wants to give us a little piece of it. He doesn't want to give you, he wants you to be a good trained slave. The Isupk, they build mighty men. That's right. So this is why the Isupk is very important when it comes to the brotherhood class, the law class, the scripture breakdown, the Lashawan Qadash, and the Sabbath, because we do keep these holy classes, and it's very important that you get in tune, you stay strong, and you want to get in the class and you want to get edified. So I'm gonna have the brother come up. You know, I'll be talking too much sometimes. Go ahead, he's gonna write the alphabets out for you. Like I said, if you guys do need the alphabet chart, put in the comment board, and I will get it to you as promptly as possible, so you can get edified and you can follow along a lot briefly. Unless you want to write it down, you want to follow the brother and write it down with him, that's no problem. It makes it even better. So why? My nigga, my nigga. You know what? I'm working on that, sir. I'm gonna get it down as ASAP as possible because I know you need to be able to have Lamborghini and Lashawan after that. But you know what? You're gonna be able to do it after you take that officer's test. So I'm gonna hold you to that. And we both gonna have to learn that one together. I don't know how to say Lamborghini and Lashawan. Hey, but Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahshab to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Eladah Bashim Yahshab to the sisters. Hey, thank you for checking in. Please like and share the class. It's very important that we do all be edified in these classes so we can get a proper understanding of our heritage. Like I said, it's very important for us to learn our heritage, understand it because it's been beaten out of us. We've learned so much about this colonized heritage, you know, and it's a heritage of thieves.
That's right.
They've stolen everything that they've gotten. Even if it wasn't about the Caucasus Mountains or Georgia, Russia, it wasn't theirs. I mean, as far as going into Europe and all that, if you read about in the Dark Ages, the Dark Ages was when the black man was in rulership. So, and that's all of this is very biblical. It's all in the Bible. That's why you have to get in class and you have to start get edified. Come into the classes and get a proper understanding because when you get in the Christian church, they don't really read you the Bible. They give you little quotes and things like that are compromisable, and they teach you about prosperity. But the truth is, this kingdom the kingdom that is set up right now wasn't made for us. It was set up. It's a white supremacy kingdom. As you can see, they have the white supremacy is ran all over. As you can see into our today with the voting and everything that's going on, it wasn't made for us. So we're getting back to our heritage because we're kingdom building. We're getting ready because when the Lord comes and He destroys this place and He rebuilds us, our place, it's going to be totally different. Some people might think that Christian church, in the Christian church, they taught us that the heaven was in the sky. But the truth, the kingdom is right here. The kingdom is right here. We have to rebuild this. Salakia, I'm go ahead. I'm gonna give you more reference to that while the brothers right now. Like I said, the kingdom is going to be here on earth, and it gives reference to that in Matthew's chapter 6, verse 10, and it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven." The Lord says, "Thy kingdom will be here." If the kingdom comes, it will be done here on earth as it was in heaven. That's why we are kingdom building. The ISUPK, we are kingdom building. We are building that spiritual ark that Noah was building. We're building that spiritual ark to save our people from their oppression. We are oppressed in America. This is not our homeland. We've been stripped of our homeland and raped of it, and now we are getting it back. This is why the Lashawan, Qadash, and all these other classes are very important. To give you the proper understanding of who you are. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. I'm going to go ahead and go into the sounds. Huh? Come on.
You sure?
Yeah, you want to do it? Okay, I got my brother right here. I have no problem with him doing it. The brother's been working very hard at it, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him sound it out for you. You know, if you guys can go ahead and follow along. If you guys are having a hard time following along, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I can go ahead and send it to you in your inbox if you are on Facebook, because we are Facebook via YouTube. And like I said, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you are on Facebook, please like and share the classes, because we do want people to get edified on these classes and get the proper understanding. But I am going to have the trooper come up. He's going to come up and sound it out. Go ahead and say. We're going to have him come. He wants to sound it out. I have no problem with that. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, do that. Go ahead, do that. All right, so we got the Hebrew alphabet. So we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka. This is more with a CH, with a Ka instead of Ka. Instead of that sharp K, it's with a CH. Ta, Ya, Ma, or it's like a Ka. That's where you have that sharp K come in at. I know it sounds the same with the Ka and then the Ka, but you just have to get familiarized with that. So it's Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. As you can see, in the Lashawan Qadash is nothing like the English language, because the English language is compromised by what the Lashawan is, but the difference is that the English language is written from left to right, and the Lashawan Qadash is written from right to left. And you do see similarities, but it's nothing alike. But you as like you hear A, B, C, D with the sounds you hear, and with the Lashawan Qadash is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. It's a difference, but it's similar in some sense, because as you can see that the so-called oppressor, he loves to copy.
That's right.
I mean, we can do the dance and everything. And guess what? He's gonna try to learn our dance and try to do it better than us. But the thing is, we are the salt of the earth. The Lord has given us this. This is why we are an important people. The Lord says that we are. The Lord calls us Qadash, which means holy. Holy means separate. We are a separate people from them. This is why you can see the difference in how we move, how we dance, our songs, our language, which you've been stripped of, but they are great. They are great copiers. They do like to copy us. And the white man is masterful. I mean, he's a very wicked person. So he tries to copy and he tries to take over. But the Lord is keeping the Isupk strong in this. This is where it counts at. This is why you want to get in these classes and get a proper understanding, so you can get a proper understanding of your heritage.
That's right.
You can get a degree. People like to speak important. Say, I got my master's, I got my associates. But what does it count when America still counts you as a nigger, a spick, a red man, a red skin? What does it? The so-called Native American is not a red skin. The white man is a red skin. You see how he gets mad? We are all of a brown tone, skin tone. So we, as a person of the 12 tribes, a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, it's important for you to learn this heritage. Even with the Native American man, he might be in disagreements and say, "Oh, I'm not an Israelite." But on the cobblestone, which was found in a Native American tribe, they were writing in the Lashawan Qadash. You can look up the cobblestone, and you will see that they were writing in the Lashawan Qadash. And so was the so-called Negro when they came over on ships before. their names. They had Hebrew names. So it's important that you, as a so-called Negro, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American man of the 12 tribes, and you are getting understanding and you're learning from the ISUPK, getting these classes, get edified. So anytime you were tested, that you got the answers for biblical answers.
That's right.
We're not, and this in the ISUPK, we are taught under General Yohana. General Yohana is a biblical scholar. So I'm gonna let the brother go ahead and sound it out again, and then we will go into this ancient. But go ahead, you got something?
Salaki, sir, if I may, but I was at the, I just want to bring up a story real quick.
Go ahead.
That happened today. I was at the, what is that? Basically, the rental car place. Then it was a white.
Con swap.
It was a white lady, and I guess she was standing there before me, and my rib was standing there, and we got caught up before her, and she was like, these people were here after me. Then I just looked at her, and I was like, all right. So she already knew who she was talking to because we always known as these people,
right?
You people. Like instead of when she was talking to, if I was look Jewish, if I was white, look like Emirat, you know,
right.
Else, it'll be they or he or she, like you feel me? So that's why the Bible says in Deuteronomy chapter 28 that we will be put below these people, and up under them have to serve them. I just want to bring that out. Salaki on
Facts. I appreciate you bringing that out. The Lord says that we would be a byword. That's why you would hear the black, you would hear the colored, the Negro. The Lord, we were given bywords. Now sometimes you will hear these people.
That's right.
It's because they gave us a byword. But believe me, the Lord is displeased with what's going on in this nation right now. As you can see, what happened in Lebanon? With the bomb. That was just a little piece of something. The Lord just gave you a little piece. But believe America will be destroyed because these people have a perpetual hatred. How come the black man, the Hispanic man, and the Native American man cannot have a perpetual hatred?
That's right.
Like the white man. The white man still works with you. He got a job with you. But he hates you. Why can't we have a perfect hatred like the white man?
That's right.
This is what we need, a perfect hatred. I'm not gonna come kill you.
Right.
See, I'm not wicked. We're not wicked like the white man. I don't want to kill you, but I don't want to be around you. But I do want to get this job done. If I want that job done, and you're an Edomite or so-called white man, and I need you for that service, I will use you for that service.
That's right.
But when it comes down to it, you are not my people. I will not go home and drink a beer with you. I will not go home and hang out with you like you were under the same oppression that I'm under. No, I will not. That's why you have to be like, don't be the white man. Do some of the things the white man does.
That's right.
Because when it comes down to it, you think about the Panthers, and you think about the other people that really try to do forcible things against that white man. It did not work because they were not under the authority of the Lord. And the ISUPK is under the authority of the Lord. This is why we have these classes, the Lashawan Qadash classes, to edify our people. But I'm going too far into it. Could you go ahead and sound it back out for these people? And then we'll go into the ancient. But go ahead. I know you got something else to say.
Oh, I was just going to say, but that's, that's why they categorize us.
Right.
They categorize us under black, like you mentioned, like
the bywords,
black, African American, colored, niggers, like then also the Isupk, so-called Mexicans.
Right. But they call them beaners.
Yeah, beaners. Wetbacks. There you go.
And they do not have respect for them.
That's right. Okay, Salakia, I'm gonna go ahead and do what the officer said. I'm under orders. To sound them out is okay. So we're gonna start from right to left instead of left to right, like we've been taught. It's from right to left in our language. It's ba, ga, da,
pa, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, da. And that's how you would give out the sounds of the Lashawan Qadash. And it is the same in the ancient. It's like in the Assyrian. So when you hear brothers say shalom, shalom, that's not it. That is not how you say peace. I don't mean to be boastful, but at some point, as a black people, we gotta stop this shit.
That's right.
I don't want to. I don't mean to come off like that. But when y'all say shalom, I just get that face. I just get the face of Captain not Captain Tazariak, but Captain Kantazar. When I hear it, it gives me something weird in my back.
That's right.
And I want to check you, but I want to be humble at the same. I want to be a brother.
That's right.
But me being a brother is telling y'all, look, get your ass in class and learn the Lashawan Qadash properly.
That's right.
I don't want to hear you learning this internet shalom, shalom. Most of them shalom brothers are the brothers who ran off from 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. This is One West. We are One West.
That's right.
So when that shalom stuff crap is not One West. So what I want all the brothers to do is get in class and get edified. If you do have a question about that, we can work it out. But please do not salute a UPK brother with shalom
Or shalom.
or shalom.
Shalom.
Please do not say shalom or shalom. It's shalom. And if you want to know how it is spelled, I can show you the sounds right now. I'm going to do it anyway.
That's right.
Let's see.
So like I said, if I may.
This is the Shah. This is the La. And this is the Ma. Shalom. It's not Sha, La, Wa, Ma. It is not.
That's right.
And that's facts. And the brothers before you that taught you this, they know this. They just want to be difficult, and everybody wants to rebel because that's what we. As a black man, I'm the black man, Hispanic man. The Lord said that Israel has a stiff neck, and you can find that in the Apocrypha. We are stiff-necked people. So, what you want to do is get really with your brothers because we are one body. You know what I'm saying? We all have to come back to one body. Israel, we're not going to be built in separate congregations. We're going to be built together as one nation. This is why the Isupk is very important. The Lord declared this. Even General Yohana declared that all these Hebrew camps must come together.
That's right.
And he didn't say come together to battle. We come together in peace, and get proper understanding. But a lot of brothers they're stubborn. So this is why we have this confusion. This is why you hear that shalom. We hear that shalom from a brother understand he is a stubborn nigga.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I'm continuing this class so you get a proper understanding. If y'all got any questions about what's going on and you want to tune in, come on, tune in. Like and share the class. But get proper understanding. Don't just be an internet learner. Get in these classes. When I first got into the school, before I even got in there, I learned a lot from the internet. I thought I did. But I was still getting high. There's a problem with brothers in the school. The brothers not in the school at all. A lot of brothers in the world that watch these videos getting high and thinking they got their own idea of what's going on. But truth and sincerity is not right. We do not get high. You have to give it up. You have to be strong-minded. You cannot be delusional and come up with your own damn ideas of what's going on. The Lord says be sober-minded. And if you're getting high still, please do not go against the Isupk because none of these brothers get high. We do drink, but we do not get high. And give it up. Now we're going to go into the ancient. That's why it's important, man. Brotherhood is very important. All these brothers in here are my brothers. All these sisters in here are my sisters. That's right. It's an unspeakable love that a person in the world would never understand. People in the when you come into the ISUPK, the same family that you had in the world are not going to be the same family that you reside with when you becoming and when you become in the ISUPK. You understand? Those same people will turn their backs on you, and they'll talk about you. They'll say you're in a cult. But then when you go to the Christian church, after you get in the ISUPK, it looks very scary. I would not want to see somebody running down a hall, screaming, speaking out of tongue. They scare the hell out of people. I think my kids would be scared. I see people jump up, go da 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 da, and start speaking, and I was just like, "What are they saying?" Right. And a lady asked me, "Do you speak the Holy?" I mean, she says, "You." She said, "Are you speaking the Holy Tongue?" I'm like, "No." I heard the pastor going da 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 da. Everybody thinking he know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
I remember I was in there, they had me, man, I was like, for weeks I was trying to speak in tongues. I'm like, man, you gotta fast, you gotta just come here and go all out for the Lord. I'm like, man, I'm doing all that. I've been doing that for like 2 months. I'm like, man, I can't speak in tongues. I'm like, man, something wrong with me? I'm like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with you. I'm like, man, well, how come I ain't speaking tongues? They're like, man, just say the first thing that comes to your mind. I'm like, you want me to say the first thing that comes to my mind? I'm like, nah, bro, like, it's not gonna work. That's why I left it alone, because I knew something wrong after that. There's a lot of things coming to my mind right now, and you don't want me to.
God, he said, I would say the first thing, skirts, breasts, thighs. Because that's what I got in the church. I don't know what to say. And that's why it's good to learn a proper understanding. The tongue that they were talking about is the Lashawan Qadash.
That's right.
The problem is the white man has the so-called Negro, so-called Hispanic, and the Native Americans so confused. We think, because we are spiritual people, that's right, but we think that we can go in there and just do what we want to do. But we're not getting proper understanding. And we have to open this Bible and get edified. And stay in tune and not really be playing with it. Because when I went to the Christian church, man, I seen more mess than I seen in the world. And I'm not even lying to you. I seen the pastor doing it. He was damn near a dirtbag. I was a dirtbag in the Christian church. I was praying that the Lord would stop telling this sister to stop wearing these damn skirts and stop showing her cleavage so he can pray this demon off of me. And that's why I was like, man, I don't know. Until I got into the ISUPK, I found out I was in a whorehouse.
Man, I don't want to agree with you, sir. You were a dirtbag in the Christian. That's no joke, but I just want to say, yeah, like, you know, it's crazy how, like, even the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical, it's so practical, just the knowledge of what we're learning now, they make it so weird, so crazy, so out there, beyond the point where it will leave you lost, man. I look at my mind from now. So I'm learning in the truth. What I know, they was calling me a minister, and when I came here, I thought I knew something. I was taking ministerial classes, I was taking this, that with the church and Bible college, and I didn't know a goddamn thing. I'm sitting here misleading these people, fucking up their souls, slocking, but messing up their souls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm teaching them something, and it's like, man, it ain't even the mysterious
that you think of
traps that it's crazy how far they take it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because the Christian church does teach you a hocus pocus. Like you said, they told me the same thing. They're like, brother, you gotta fast and you gotta pray upon the Lord. And I'm thinking, damn, is the Lord? Am I not worthy? Because I don't know what the hell how to speak in holy tongue. And then one day, that demon, he taught me something. I started going da 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 da. I was faking like bacon. Go ahead.
That's right. Salakia, sir, if I may, because what you're saying is so heavy, I just want to mention that we have, as a people, as a, you feel me, brotherhood, sisterhood, we have to stop loving everybody. I know we're loving people,
but we have to stop loving everybody. It's the difference between loving and then basically, or hating. So like hating and then basically making it known that you hate them.
Right.
It's like you mentioned earlier, you have to basically hate, but you can't show your hate. You know you hate them, but you can't show it like, oh, I'm not gonna open the door for this because he a heathen. Like, nah, you can't do that. You have to still treat them. You feel me? Like you would want to be treated.
Problem is,
But
go ahead.
oh, sorry, sir.
No, that's my fault. Go ahead.
It's like, but it's the difference between, like I was saying, that's the difference between hating and basically making it known that you hate them. They should already know who you are because you're gonna. They're heathen. Don't get me wrong, but you don't have to treat them like a heathen. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have to treat them like a heathen.
You lost me.
But it's like it's the difference between love and love.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't abort a Edomite. What that means is, I cannot hurt you. My job is not to hurt you.
Yeah,
just like the Edomite treats us. The Edomite can hate the hell out of us, but he will hire us to do the jobs he does not want to do.
That's right.
And we might hate his ass, but we want that paycheck. You know, that's why it's the slave. We call it the slave in the Isupk. He said, man, you went to the slave today? Like, I went to the slave. And you know what I mean? And something I don't want to do. We know they don't want to do it because we mad at this damn job. Look how we was at the slave field picking cotton. You see the slave master, he's sitting on a horse drinking his juice. And I'm out there picking, getting hurt by his spine. But he ain't going to do it, but I had to do it because I don't want to get hurt. I wanted to keep my kids around me. There were so many things that this white man was masterful in during those times that kept me under the oppression. Some people didn't do that. They went bold. You imagine a brother like Sawap in the cotton field. That brother would have went off, and he would have got lynched right there. But this is why we have to work hard at these things. And ISUBK teaches us our true nationality and how to be a brother in this world and how to wake our people up. Go ahead, Sawap.
Sir, I just want to say too, like, that was just a joke I said earlier about you. But
yeah,
I'm
no,
glad,
sir.
No, I'm saying I'm glad you're in the truth because everything like you came in with some knowledge, but like everything to we and I just want to give props, give credit. I forget the verse. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. You credit's due. And this was I just want to say what he was I think what he described. There's a precept, right? It says to make peace with all men.
Right. Facts.
We still hold our ground. So you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to say it. I got to watch how I work things because you probably for the way I said that, but I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way. But I just like I had to remember that precept. To what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. I like to show them that I like to show heathens and white men. Not that I'm gonna go out there and I'm put hands on the white man. Physically. I want to. Don't get me wrong, but I know it's against the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I just want to clear that up. You know?
Facts. There's things that they say oppression will make a wise man mad. There's nothing wrong with that brother being angry about what's going on and with the oppression that he's under. The only problem is with us, we know that we cannot work against this beast in a physical form because this beast, even if my brother comes out with an AK-47, this beast got heat-seeking missiles. This beast got drones.
Yes,
so when you see all these brothers talking about let's arm up and do this, they are going backwards. They are going against the grain. You want to be with the ISUBK and understand that you are fighting a spiritual battle. You're not going to fight this battle the same way this devil is fighting you in this battle. Because this devil has learned, he's masterful in war. As you remember, if you read the Bible or you start following along with the Bible, that Esau, he was great with his sword.
Yes, sir.
He was very great with the sword. And us, we like to chill. Israel, we like to hang, and Jacob wanted to he was a cool dude. But what?
Oh, so like I was gonna say, I'm paraphrasing, but our weapons is not carnal.
Our weapons are not carnal. Our mind state, we are not the ones that are gonna go out there and Yeah, we could fight, we could do all that. We got hands and all that. But yeah, but at the end of the day, the Lord is the man of war.
That's right.
We fight with, and then when you follow the Lord, you'll learn how to battle. And that's when it comes to getting into these classes and get proper understanding. Get in Lashawan, Qadash, learn your true heritage. Get into the brotherhood class. Learn how to be a brother to your brother. Get into the law classes. Learn the laws of the Bible. Get into scripture breakdown. So when you get all those boggled in, you can ask a man above you, okay, I read this scripture. Can you break this down for me so I can get proper understanding? Because the Christian church, the other things that I could ask, when I was in the world and I was in the Christian church, I asked a pastor, and he couldn't even answer it. So this is why the ISUK is very important, because there's a lot of brothers and there's a history. They know how to break this Bible down, and you got to get that understanding. Go ahead, Sorrel.
Okay, it's like I was saying like when you said that like how Jacob was more of a, you know what I'm saying, kick back and chill, and like you know what I'm saying, like our thing is not to, like, the Lord always war for us. Like when we look at the old battles in the Bible, like even like the walls of Jericho, coming out of Egypt, the Lord has always fought those battles for us with the plagues and different things like that. But when you look at like King David, when he was still David and he fought Goliath, I'm like, do you know the I guess I'd say like what was the difference between those? Like I'm trying to understand. Like even like with Samson. Samson actually went out there, like he killed like 3,000, 5,000 men with the jawbone of a jackass. King David, before he was out there, you know what I'm saying, he killed Goliath with a slingshot. They cut his head off.
He was a cold brother.
King David, he's the first overkill dude.
Yeah,
he made the overkill famous, and that's why I believe these niggas trying to be like, you know, they do it in an unrighteous manner. But David did a righteous kill in the sight of the Most High, you know. And
you remember the movie? Not to cut you off, the movie Troy.
Yes, sir.
Remember the movie Troy?
Yes, sir.
That was they tried to make him like Brad.
Yeah.
They made Brad Pitt like King David.
Yes, sir.
So they wanted to go ahead and get him, because you remember King David was a prideful fighter. Once they gave him that promise, he said, "I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it."
Man, yes,
and that's how Troy was. The same thing they were telling him, "Come on, fight this war." He's like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that." And they basically tried, it was identity theft. And you can see this in their movies and all types of things, because the white man is very masterful in deception.
That's right.
He likes to deceive us on who he is. That's why the Renaissance was very important, because the Renaissance time, after the Dark Ages, they stole our identities. They started taking our pictures off, painting of white pictures of Moses. They made pictures of Jesus Christ white. That was the Renaissance time. They would call that the Renaissance, meaning the rebirth. So they rebirthed and came up with their own nation, but in actuality, they stole our nation. This is why a lot of us don't understand what the white man did as far as coming out of the Christian church. I never knew this was coming out of the Christian church. I knew a lot of different things because my mother was involved with the Black Power movement, but I didn't know a lot, because it was when she was in that movement, it was just about the white man. When the white man pulled up some guns, they didn't know what to do.
That's right.
They didn't know what to do. And then a lot of them my mom got a government job. Like I heard brothers say, all they had to do is give some people some government job. I gave my mom a government job, she was done. You know, so a lot of us, but the thing about the UPK, we are not bought.
That's right.
You will see a brother, I don't give a damn what walk of life he is. But most of these brothers that come in here are hard niggas that came from the streets. We got some smart brothers. Don't get it messed up. We got IT techs. We got people that are doctors. We got people that were actually officers. But once they got into the truth, as far as being an officer and things like that, they changed up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I may, I got it.
All right, go ahead. Just go ahead. Take your time, man. There's nothing wrong with taking your time and getting the proper understanding. I do have the chart. If you guys need the chart and you want to follow along properly, go ahead and put it in the comment board. I will inbox you the chart so you can follow along next time you're in the class. Go ahead.
And Salagi, if I may, before Salagi, sir.
No problem.
Salagi. But if I may, just like how I messed up, it's nothing wrong with getting corrected as well. because I made it too big, so it wouldn't fit. So there's nothing wrong with getting corrected. Just to bring that out there. So
Right.
It's lucky too. Trooper. Shot. I'm just trooper too. Just call me out. Just call me out. You know what I'm saying? I said, just call me out. I'm not certain. I'm just trooper.
okay, that's it. I mean,
Yeah,
so I get
I
it.
know you know what I'm saying? Yes, I mean, yes. But, yeah, man, you had made a point. I had forgot what I was just about to say, but you had hit a couple of heavy points. I just wanted to, but I forgot. I raised my hand. Sorry, it's like
No problem. That was my fault too, because sometimes I go in.
Not real talk. You be hitting some.
No, I go in. But like I said, with the deception of this, they have compromised our heritage. As far as even speaking of Lashawan Qadash. Go ahead. I know you got it.
Just like what you saying, like even as I know the Edomite, the so-called white man is a skilled hunter, but he's nothing great. That's why he has all these kind of devices. That's why he has the drones because he can't compete on. That's what we're great as on those physical athletic levels and even in the thinking. Like, if you think about it, the only reason why the white man is able to come and even combat us, like the best case fighter got this guy named Conor McGregor. He's a fucking, he's neither Mike. He's a piece of trash.
Right.
But the only thing that he has over us is how they did us in slavery. Where would we feel like, because it's all mental. It's all the mental aspect of how we see things. So he can play that mental. That's why he is so flamboyant as he is. He try to make it seem like he's like a Floyd Mayweather, but no, he's using that. This is advantage to psych you out mentally to where you think he's over you, where he can beat you and defeat you. But they can't beat us and defeat. You know what I'm saying? We got to look over that and not be intimidated by all his little ploys and tricks.
Right.
And what he has to try to make us in the doubt of that little pit. You know what I'm saying? To where we give up to who God made us. We are the greatest on earth. I don't give a damn how destroyed we are. We're still the greatest. That's why they still follow us in our destroyed state.
Facts. Man, that's heavy. That's heavy. That's very, very heavy. Not to get it into the boxing or that world. When he bring up the brother, he's not a brother. When he bring up that heathen Conor McGregor, it made a lot of sense, because Conor McGregor, guess who trained him? Not Floyd, but Oscar De La Hoya. But guess who Oscar De La Hoya was trained under? Robert Mayweather. He was trained under Robert Mayweather, which was Floyd Mayweather's uncle. That's his dad's brother. He was trained under him. So these are the same people. What he learned is something that this brother already knew. So when he got in the ring with that brother, the brother was showing him mercy. The brother could have knocked him out so quick, but he wanted to give him some money. That just showed you that the white man, when it comes to, like your brother said, when it comes to the physical attributes, he is nothing like us. But when it comes to him being masterful in war, he can drop bombs. He knows how to make bombs, and he knows how to drop them. He knows how to destroy things. He knows what's going on. Brothers, we have a little more mercy on people, because the Lord has made us that type of people. But the white man is that cunning killer. Like General Yohannes said, the white man only loves things he can kill.
That's right.
If he can't kill it, he definitely hates it. But the things that he can kill, like the black man, he killed deers. He put the deer on the wall. He can kill dogs. He loves the hell out of dogs. He only loves things he can kill. Go ahead, I see.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you said, I'm not trying to put the fight level up, but it's the same type of mentality that they take to try to destroy it. It's the same system that they run. You seen how Tyson Fury just beat Deontay Wilder.
Right.
And now all of a sudden he's calling black people. They just got a song with him singing the white dude.
Yeah, I know
that.
that.
Tyson Fury, they got a song that calls black people niggers in the song. You know what I'm saying? I just read it today, or just seen the video of it today. But it shows you what they are to just go there. I'm saying when they feel like they got us defeated, because he destroyed one of the greatest black heavyweights since Mike Tyson, since Evander Holyfield, since Lennox Lewis.
Right.
These greats that fell off. Now he's in the levels where he feel like he's improved some. which I always said Deontay Wilder isn't a true boxer, and he's the same, similar to a fake Israelite group.
Right,
what
right.
What the real was. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock him, like he just needed to study his craft and get into the truth of his craft, and maybe he could defeat that sorry ass Edomite, which he has the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, these fake Israelite groups got the ability to come into the UPK and get the truth training, the true knowledge of the truth, and defeat the lies of the enemy. They say, well, they don't have to feel like now the people who put their trust and their hopes in the fake Israelite group, which could be put together as a Deontay Wilder, which we all hope that he beat him just because we want him to overcome Mike, you know what I'm saying? But you know, but yeah, it's you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to, you know.
What you said was very important. This is why we have to follow the laws, the statutes and commandments. This is why the so-called fake Jew is in rulership. Because the fake Jew took our heritage and followed it, blueprint. Just like that white boy, Tyson Fury,
Yes, sir.
he started following things, blueprint of boxing.
That's
What's
right.
he learned from a nigga?
That's right.
And he learned how to do it. That other brother, he was talking all this, I forgot what he said. Till this day, he said a statement, till this day, when he got done fighting another white dude, he started hugging him and shit. Salakia, excuse my language. The white man, when he followed the Bible, which was written by a black man, he learned war.
That's right.
And believe me, the Lord is a man of war.
That's right.
These Jewish people knew how to act. So when it came down to them Germans, they had a perpetual hatred.
That's right.
And this is the same thing that the so-called Negro, the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Native American man have a perfect hatred. If you got to get your degree to work, make sure you maintain your family. Forget your degree, what your heritage is. Get in that Lashawan Qadash class. Get in that law class. Get in these classes that's going to build you up, build your family up. Because the kingdom is coming.
That's right.
Believe me, like I just told you, I showed you the scripture that the Lord said the kingdom come that will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. It's coming here. Build your people up. Stop being the angry Negro who hates your people. But when you get around the white man, you smile.
Man.
That's the worst thing you can do. That's the weakest stuff that we can come up with. We hate each other, but we love this white man.
That's right.
But the history shows he hates us.
Man.
Don't get in there. I hear brothers, I'm going to vote for Biden. I'm not voting for anybody.
That's right.
I'm saving my goddamn gas money.
Didn't he call us roaches?
He called us roaches. He called us roaches.
You get a fight, vote for that?
Salakia, if I may, I know I'm writing, but he did have an input in that 3 strikes law.
He did. And the so-called sister, she called herself a sister, and she's I forgot her name. She's from the Bay Area, and she was a prosecutor. She was around with, what's that movie where the brother got killed on the train? Fruitville Station. That brother who died, she had something to do with the prosecution of that police officer. He wasn't prosecuted. He got off. She had something to do with that. And we're voting for these same evil, manipulative people to get in office. What would be the purpose of voting for her? Because she got skin tone? What did Obama do? And I'm not even, because this is a Lashawan Qadash class, but yet it's still, this is the class of the Lord, and I'm going to talk about the things of the Lord. And this world right here is just, get this description. What did she do? What did she do for our people? Nothing. Nothing. What did she do? She didn't do nothing. She's telling us, you know what she did? They just had a picture of her eating some greens and she put some hot sauce on the motherfucker. So Go ahead.
I'm about to say, I understand why the white man has a hatred for us, man, because, you know what I'm saying? We like the Louisiana chicken sandwich, sir. It ain't nothing but a ketchup and mayonnaise sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch up, but they got us confused. I say that's why we got some of our brothers in here loving these goddamn. The Lord said not to forget what they done to us.
Right.
I say slavery is not in the past, man. It's a constant situation. It's a constant condition that we are still under. We still suffer. It's like cats coming over and they got that PTS, whatever shit syndrome.
PTSD.
You know what I'm saying? PTSD. We still suffering for right now. We got to heal our people. We got to come back, man. Fuck the white. Sloppy, forget the white man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's already living in this heaven. He's already freely killing us on the streets. They're getting away with murder. They're raping our women. Our women are still missing. It's like people forget about this. Okay, yeah, not to dismiss George Floyd and all that stuff that's been going on, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on, man. There's so much stuff, and people are forgetting, and they want to jump up and let these white people join on a goddamn protest and all. Man, the hell with them. They don't care about you. Right. They set you up. This is further things. They set us up to get killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They do not care about you. They do not give a damn. These people are beasts. They're not even human. When I watch them at work all the time. That's especially over at the whole house that I work at Amazon. Yeah. That white brought me smiling on my face. I'm looking at you, the goddamn devil, bitch. Like, get the fuck on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like man, bitch, push. You know what I'm saying? Stop. They lined up 5 of them in front of. Like, man, move up my way, bitch. I gotta put my toes in here. You are, but schlocky. Anyways, I'm just like, man, they got so much. It's all a trap to get us in trouble with the Most High. They know what's up, man. And if you're going to sit there and fall and play a donkey for these people, bro, you deserve to die with them. I hope you die with them. I'm not going to lay down on my brothers to serve with these nations to go against the Most High, first of all. I'm not going to go against the Most High. I don't give a damn. All my friends that were heathens, I grew up, I banged. TRG is a Cambodian gang. All my friends I grew up with all my life, mostly all Cambodian, Armenian. You know what I'm saying? We had some Hispanics, we had some blacks, we had some Israelites. But it's also other races in there. We have to love our people, man. So like, yeah, I know I'm just on what's being talked about because it pisses me off. We can't get along, especially out here where it's like prison politics on the street. It's time for our people to come together. And I'm tired of the bullshit, man. I'm like fed up to my head. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's unlawful. But I would go down and lay down to everybody who don't want to line up with the Most High. If I was God, I'd go put a slug in there and put them to sleep. But I know that's not the way the Most High wanted.
Right.
So I have to come under law and order. I have to do it the right way. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, like we gotta wake up, man. Like, what's wrong with these people out here? You begging your enemies for mercy. You sit there begging these motherfuckers for mercy they have done for you. It's not in their heart to give you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm shut up. It's like you, man.
Now, you know what, though? What the brother was bringing out was so heavy that we cannot show him the same love that we show our brothers. This is why it's important that we do get into these classes and we get proper edification of who we are. Mm-hmm. We show the white man love when we go get his degrees. But if you notice, I'm telling you, I've never been to college. But I get phone calls from the college telling me that I owe them a damn college loan. and I'm like, I don't owe you nothing. I have never been to your college. Right. But for the brothers that have been to college, that have been studying under him and getting these degrees, and you still have to pay them back, man. Y'all trying to get your education, y'all trying to learn. But what's important that you should learn is this damn Lashawan Qadash class.
Right.
That's right.
Learn the holy tongue. It's biblical. We are under impression. My brothers, you know why my brothers talk like this? And we in the Lashawan Qadash class, the holy tongue class, because there are things that bother them on a day-to-day basis to where they cannot just focus on being black. They have to focus on, some people, we look at our music and we see the rappers doing their thing and we say, damn, we come so far. That's how black people feel. We feel like we come so far. But then On another instance, this is why the internet was so important. We see a brother gunned down in front of his children.
Goddamn.
And his woman is crying. The baby is crying. And she telling her mama it's going to be okay. And the mama crying because the baby don't understand what just happened.
Man.
This is why we have to get in these damn classes and really get a proper understanding.
That's right.
Because if you don't understand who you are trapped. Some black rappers think that we good because we got a little bit of money. But if my brother ain't out of that oppression yet, I ain't make it. I didn't do a good job. A lot of these white people that like to be in these damn streets, that are homeless, want to be in the streets.
That's right.
Because they got some goddamn cousins or somebody that got some money, but they done stole so much money from their family, they can't go back home.
Good, man.
But these black people, some of these people in the streets, they can't help it. They getting hot because where they lived at, they were oppressed. They didn't understand. They didn't have the ISUPK. That's why I thank the Lord for the ISUPK. The ISUPK saved my life. Just like a lot of brothers, the brothers you hear speaking, the ISUPK saved their life.
That's right.
The Lord was very merciful. We gotta give a great shout out to General Yohana, and I'm gonna ask everybody to give an applause because this brother held down the truth since 1969. You know what I'm saying? And he made sure that it was very important that the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans can get a proper understanding of who they were. And this is why you need to get in these classes. You might think, oh, look at these brothers, they're dressed in all black. Oh, look at them, they got the boots on. And only because I'm a soldier of the Lord. Should I wear a tuxedo and go into the church and be a dirt bag and sleep with the other man's wife?
God.
No, I wear these boots because I'm against that.
That's right.
I wear these boots and this headband because I'm against drug dealing. I'm against killing my own brothers. I'm sick of that. I hate that.
That's right.
This is why these classes are important. You see this Lashawan, you see this brother writing it out? This is the Assyrian. You think this brother wanted to come up in here, he spent this gas money to write it out for me? He didn't have to do that. The Lord called this brother. Be the vessel that the Lord called. Stop ducking what the Lord has called you and ordained you to be. That's your calling. You will hear it in your voice. The Lord telling you, man, I need to get right. Some brothers like, man, I need to get right with the Lord. The Lord done told you to. Stop being weak.
That's right.
These brothers in here that are talking right now ain't weak. The Lord called them to be strong. The Lord's calling you to be strong. So this is why the Lashawan Qadash, law classes, the brotherhood, the scripture breakdowns are very important. Every man that you hear speaking on in those classes, teaching these classes, they are strong brothers because they are sacrificing. They could have gave to the world. They're giving to the truth. And when you're in the ISUPK, you speak the truth. But go ahead and go into the sound, brother. Go ahead. I know you got something. I done busted a pipe in here. Swap the busted a pipe.
Yes, sir. My bad, sir.
No, that's good. Y'all watch y'all shot. He done busted a pipe. Y'all brothers gonna speak. You know what I'm saying? You're that brother, man.
It's like if I just made them, so many brothers, so many people, just our brothers are losing their masculinity fast. It's just turning into feminism, just like the gangbangers. Oh, this brother did this to me, so I'm gonna go out and you're getting in your feelings. You need to stop that.
Right.
So it's like people got to come back to who they are, man, and stop living under these heathen nations and loving these heathen nations, but hating their own.
Right.
Shalaki, I just want to say that.
Shalaki, I'm glad you, Shalaki, not let you, but Shalaki. I don't want to add on to what this brother saying because it's like in the gangbanging lifestyle, these niggas are under influence in their mind that's so fucking dark and corrupt and fucking far from the truth. They think just, oh, okay, this person did this to me killing him or me shooting his family or his babies or his wife is going to put some type of a good foot forward to change the way things are. It's all destruction.
Right.
It's not going to heal that way.
But
All you're going to do is
all
continue to kill and hurt people, and it's nothing that's going to come from it but destruction. Assured, what they call it, assured annihilation, I forget the exact words, but yeah, it's a program built that when we continue to kill each other. I heard a white man speak on it. He's like, man, we got them doing it so much themselves, we ain't even got to put a hand on it. They want to kill themselves regardless. They're gonna kill themselves off. And man, I don't hold feelings for somebody who got killed when I was gangbanging 20 years before I got into the game.
Right.
I can act like I'm sitting there faking like, okay, but I don't even know this motherfucker.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like then how I'm gonna hold the truth. Like, man, there's people I've seen in my own family die who I didn't even know to where it didn't hurt me one bit. The first funeral that hurt me was when my brother died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When my mother died after that. Those are things that I didn't know the other people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not to sit here and be fake. I'm like, so to me, for a gangbanger, man, you just a weak ass. You're weak, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just evil. You know what I'm saying? You need to break off from that. That's when come to UPK. Seeing brothers like Kapar get raised up. You know what I'm saying? Seeing captains and General Yohana and seeing what they do for the ICPK and seeing the real love that they have. I was talking to Officer Kapar about when I first met him. And saying I was a trooper before he was a young man. But to hear how he was talking, I knew he was going to be somebody in here because just his love and way. I remember, man, he repeated without the video even playing every word that General Yohana said on that song intro for Captain Captain Cod, you know what I'm saying, on that video, you know what I'm saying, soldier without no rebel without a car.
Rebel without a car.
You know what I'm saying? And that hit me to my chest so hard because I used to listen to that when I was in Fresno. And I know exactly what you were saying from that song. I'm just like, man, I thank the Lord for the UPK because we were so goddamn lost, man. We were so lost. Even learning our language and learning everything, man, they got us so messed up on every level. So we have to take this serious. We have to really get into these classes and really, man, it's nothing to be taken lightly. The Most High don't take it lightly. I was speaking the other night, but say God is a spirit, man. I ain't sitting here playing with you. He don't. Also, Shadrach said, man, he don't give a damn about. You know, he's not going to stop his dealings with the earth and with everything he's doing to come and have a personal relationship with just you. You got to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to stop everything. I said, like, he's talking about the arrogance of people like in the Christian church. They say, oh, I have a personal relationship. God knows my heart. And now you better line up with what's right with the Most High, man. You better line up with what's right with the Most High. Now, I was there dead sleep tired. I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? I was messed up. It gave me so much adrenaline, but I had to get my ass up out of sleep. I'm just like, man, I thank God for that. I thank God for the real men of the UPK who really hold down the truth. And I'm sorry for holding a bit faster, but you always get to these good topics. You always get my mind jogging on all this great stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? You and the other men, the soldiers, the real men, the prophets and peace of the UPK. Now, I'm thankful for that because it's a blessing onto my life. And I don't want you to think anything that you ever doing in here is taken lightly. You know what I'm saying? I hold y'all in high regard, and I will give my life to my brothers in this UPK.
Right.
I said, y'all put the break.
His brother had. But I mean, you know, it's very important in the commandments that you would be willing to die for your brother. That's right. It is very important that you are willing to die for your brother. Die for this truth. Yahweh himself died for the truth. This is why you should be willing to die for the truth. This is why you should be willing to get in all black. Brother, back in the world, niggas be like, man, brother, getting in all, what you wearing, bro? Where you going? Ah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my life together. They like, man, what you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? You want to kick? You want to smoke? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go ahead and go deal with these brothers. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting into the classes, you start getting in tune with other brothers. And the brothers, and you like, man, the brother was telling me to get me high. He didn't give a damn about me.
Man.
He would rather see me destroyed.
Man.
Because he's destroyed. I can't even blame the brother that was trying to get me high because he destroyed. But the problem is, I can't idolize that brother either. I can't idolize the drug dealers. I can't idolize the killers. I gotta really put in perspective of what I should be doing.
That's right.
This is why the Lashawan, Qadash class and all these other classes are the great classes of the Lord. You see this right? You see this written on this board? This brother was instilled. When this brother first came in, the brother did not know nothing. I gave the brother the marker. I said, look, follow and write on.
Put me in that fire. That's what.
That brother started writing and he kept going. He started progressing. This is what you have to do, man. You have to be willing to be humble to understand. We cannot be the same stiff-necked people that we were before we left our kingdom.
That's right.
Because these heathens were happy that we were willing to do what they told us to do. The Lord did not call us to do that. The Lord did not call us to sleep with white women.
Man.
Because I was in the world before. They had like words for white thick women. They call them Pauls or whatever, P-A-W-G. I tell you, we were not called to be with no white woman. Be with your black sister. Be with your sister. Love your sister.
Can we give it up for the sisters though?
Yeah, give it up for the sisters. And the sisters that hold it down for their husbands. When your husband says, sis, hey, love, I got to go congregate with my brothers. And the sister doesn't give up no fight and say that, I got my trip. Give it up for the sister that said, I know what you're doing. You're serving the Lord. You're a good servant. So give it up for that. Give it up for these brothers and sisters that understand what they're doing.
That's right.
Because we could be out, brothers could be out doing the worst stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's why we got to be men of the Lord and be mighty. Protect our women. Teach our women how to be. Because Lord willing, she stay with me forever. But she don't, because women are weak. Just like you. Women are weak. But I guarantee you, a sister that be dealing with a brother in UBK, once she leaves him, it's going to be hard to compare him to another brother.
That's right.
You're going to make a mistake. Don't be that sister to make a mistake and leave your brother and think that you're going to find something better. Because when you're dealing with mighty men of the Lord, there is no comparison.
That's right.
Your man going to be arguing with you about the $5 that he can't get to eat that weed. Your husband, the brother in UBK, going to be debating about you like, I need you to watch these babies so I can go out there and prophesy to the people. They are not the same. These brothers are not the same. Don't compare him to the last brother you was with, sis. Get up under him and get strong with him, because this brother going to build you up. He going to love you. He going to stay encouraged. He is not going to whore you off. So this is why the UPK is very important. I'll go ahead and do the sounds of the Assyrian. I'm gonna have the brother go into the Assyrian. He's gonna sound out. He's gonna sound it out. If you do need the alphabets, I will send you the chart. Just put it in the inbox. Go ahead,
That's
True.
Kind of a concert. And I do want to apologize. I know we're running a little bit still on the alphabet, but these brothers, the officer and the trooper, man, we just speaking our heart, like just seeing so many people destroyed and then trying to wake them up, it's heavy on us. So the what Salakia,
There's no problem. Hey, this is where the classes come into, because we are brothers, and we do want our brothers to understand it. It is about the Lashawan Qadash, definitely. We want our brothers to get understanding, but at a time that we are in, it's important that they get it.
Right.
If the brothers want to get the Lashawan Qadash, we will sit hours and hours with our brothers so they can get proper understanding. It's not a problem. But when we want to talk to each other, this is our time to release this.
That's right.
And get it out. So if this brother wants to say something, he feels something. As a brother, I have to let this brother get it out. I want this brother to get it out. Because it's the same thing this brother saying, another brother saying in the world.
That's right.
And they're going to look at that brother and say, damn, he's saying what I wanted to him. That's what I was saying.
Right.
And then he gonna be like, this brother's a righteous brother. This brother's a strong brother. I want to be like this brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need, because we have to be encouraged as brothers. Because there's a lot in this world that discourages us, that make us intrigued with the world. I mean, there were many problems and many deaths, and I cope with them with different things in the world. But then when I learned, as I got into the truth, there was the battle that I thought I was fighting. The Lord had not already fought through the brotherhood. He sent the brother to me that was dealing with the same fight I was dealing with. And I was like, damn, he's stronger than me. Well, I thought I was strong.
Right.
That's what made me strong. It made me gird up my loins. Your loin, when you gird it up, that's that belt. Gird it up. Strap it. Because I'm ready for war.
That's right.
At the end of the day, when I got all black, I didn't know what I thought I was getting into till I started going to camps and everything. I was ready. I had to get ready for war.
Right.
Then when I start speaking, you have to be ready for war. We have to be soldiers of the Lord. And then when it becomes being a soldier of the Lord, we have to have things that are compatible with war. Right. I might have a Jew a fake Jewish man come to me and start trying to talk about some ancient. Well, I teach the ancient. He might want to talk to me about, the Assyrian. I teach the Assyrian. So believe me, these battles that the Lord gave me, I'm fighting them right now. And this is why I have brothers, strong brothers that got putting on black. The Lord sent. I didn't send these brothers. Did I say come to this class? What led you to this class?
What led me to this class is basically seeing some masculinity and knowing I didn't have that growing up. So I wanted to be just like it.
But the Lord called you to this class, right? The Lord called this brother to class. I didn't give him brother no flyer.
That's right.
The Lord led this brother to the class. As much as he thinks that somebody is his own willing, the Lord sent him.
I live right down the street, so that's crazy.
So understand, when the Lord calls you and you don't understand your calling, man, get into these classes. Get your proper understanding. When you get into, you see me teaching this class, and it's because I called you to watch this class. The Lord called you to watch this class. Get a proper understanding. But go through the sounds with these brothers real quick, because I know it's getting late for time's sake.
Come on, sir. Salakia again. But we got in Assyrian, this is Assyrian language. So those of you who don't think we know the Assyrian as well, just like the ancient, we do. It's the A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Sa, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma. So when I say this is basically two. The first one goes in the beginning of a sentence. The one on the bottom, that's in the parentheses, go at the middle or the end of the sentence. So if you say la ka or something, the la and the ka is gonna go right after, and you're gonna use this symbol. So it's ka la ma na sai a pa taza kwa ra sha da. Again, if you guys didn't, I know we kind of a little rushing, but we can do it again. It's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, don't forget, it's the beginning of a sentence and the middle of a sentence. Just like these, the ma and the the pa, then the taza. I wrote it a little wrong on the taza, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's ta ya ka la ma na sai I pa. Taza, beginning of a sentence, middle or end of the sentence. So anything that starts with the taza is going to be this one right here. Anything that got it afterwards is going to be this symbol. And so make sure y'all don't forget. I mean, it's easy to forget. It's easy to remember. That's why you got to come to class. Hey, like I tell everybody, I build work around class. I don't build work around. I don't build work or my class around work. So like it. But you got the taza, kwa, ra, sha, ta. It's a sacrifice that we all have to do. So I mean, if you sacrificing something to get in class, the Lord sees that. So get in class. The Lashawan Qadash from 7 to 9 p.m. Going to come. Take notes. You guys already know.
Hey, brother came up here and write in the ancient and wrote in the Assyrian. The Assyrian, it has a double character. As you can see in the alphabets, which the alphabets in the Lashawan Qadash and the Assyrian, which is with the ancient. This is a copy of the ancient, but this is not the ancient. This is the Assyrian. This is what the bastard. This is almost like a bastardized language, which a so-called Jewish man has wrote. But this is the same sounds that we have, but it came with a double character. Like I said, with the a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka. It's not the same as a ka. It's ka. This is the ka, and this is the ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na. But as you can see with the ka, it's a double character. In the alphabets, it's a double character. The double character, this is the beginning character. Say if you write in the beginning of a sentence, this is the ka that you would use in the beginning of the character. Of the sentence. Of a word. So if you're writing a word out, this is what you would use in the beginning of a word. So if you put the ka, like you said, la ka, you would use the second character. Even if you use it after, if this is the beginning of the character, and then use the second character, the ka, this is what will come out. The la, and then the ma. And the ma, the ma, it has a double character as well. So when you write the ma out, you will put ma. Say if you're writing la ma, this will be the character. This is a ma that you would pull out. You would not use the beginning of the character because this is what this would be the beginning of the sentence when you write the ma. This is the middle of the word when you write out ma. So like la ma, this would be this is what you would use. As well as the na. The na has a double character as well. You would understand these are double characters of the same word. So if you write out the word like na ma, so this would be the beginning of the sentence. If you write ma na, you would use this second character. So understand there's a double character in it, and you would want to get understanding of that properly, of how you would say ma. Na. Na, like I said, it's a double character. So if I'm writing nama, I'm just giving you an understanding of it. It's not a real word. So if I'm saying mana, I will use the beginning of this. If I would use the second character of mana, na, because na comes out in the middle of the word. But if I'm writing nama, I would use na in the beginning of it. That's where the characters will come out. Sa, I, pa, like this it has another double character. Like if I'm writing rapa, this would be the character I would use in the rapa. I would say, because there is a Ra, I would say Ra, and you see how it's written? Ra, Pa. I would use these characters right here. But if I'm saying Pa-Ra, I would use Pa, and I would say Ra. That's how you would use it. But I will show you next week because I'm running out of time. This is the Tazah, this is the Kwa, this is the Ra, the Sha, and the Tha. And that's how you would write it out in the Assyrian. Yeah, like I said, the Assyrian is a bastardized language of the ancient. You would want to get the ancient down, but as well as the Assyrian because you want to be masterful in both both alphabets. We have to work 2 times harder, Israel. And we know this on the slavery. We work 2 times harder than anybody. If I got a race, I got to work race 2 times harder to compete.
I say, y'all, you talking about the priests and prophets of the UPK?
Of the Lord.
It's more than that. Y'all brothers don't never be asleep. I pay attention. Y'all can't see y'all relentless on the word. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give you more props than that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's like, man, my lifestyle has been a grind lifestyle all my life, and I'm just like, man, y'all brothers, man, and just dealing with the things that you deal with a destroyed people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then with the things that we go through to help us out, and like to really show the love and give us what we need according to the Most High and by His word. Like, man, it's no easy task. I don't want to give you props. You know what I'm saying? And I was bringing up, man, just how much you've been growing since. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like show you appreciate it. Like, all the teachers that I have out here, I think, and I pray for you. Like, I ain't like the Christian church. The church say, "Oh, we're gonna pray for you." They don't pray for you. They just talk about you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I love y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that the Most High put y'all in here. But Shalaki.
Facts. Yeah. That's why you gotta give props and thanks for the brotherhood that we do have as brothers, because we as brothers, we love each other. That's right. And we're gonna build each other. Even if the brother see I'm wrong, the brother gonna correct me to the side. And we're gonna work it out. We're gonna build each other because this is a nation. And you got to love your nation, you gotta love your people. You ain't loving your people, you're not doing right. You gotta be willing to sacrifice for your people. Come to class. You gotta be the example. If I want my people to wake up, I gotta be the example of not getting high. I gotta be the example of not taking drugs. I can't be sleeping with whorish women. This is the example that we have to set as Israel. Because this is what we are building up. We're building up a nation. We're building up a nation that the Lord sees fit. And if you want to be in that nation, you want to gird yourself up. You want to gird up these loins, man. Let go of the world. The Lord has nothing. I mean, the world has nothing for you but death. When it comes to kingdom building, it's nothing but life. And you want to get into that because right now, I remember back in the world, I was killing myself. Whether I thought I wasn't, I was killing myself. I was smoking cigarettes, smoking blunts. I was sleeping with whorish women, unprotected. So like, I ain't know. I did know what I am. You know what I mean? I was doing all that. But then when I got to with brothers that feared the Lord, I understood what was going on.
That's right.
I wasn't like your brother Creflo Dollar. I wasn't like your Eddie Long. I was not trying to profit off of harming my people, but I wanted to love my brothers.
That's right.
And that's what the problem is. We have to love our brothers. Do not be deceptional. Get in these classes and get proper understanding classes, man. The class I teach, man, is the Lashawan Qadash class. It happens from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. What is that? Southern Pacific?
Yes, sir. Pacific time, yes, sir.
Pacific time. You know what I mean? I teach that class. And then, but all around the world, in the ISUPK, we do have classes from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get in these classes and get edified. Stay in tune, man. Get in tune with the Lord. You're a brother. You getting into the Hebrew Academy. You getting girded up into the Hebrew Academy. Get into my class, man. Get into these brothers' classes, man. Learn this Lashawan Qadash because you're gonna need it. Get strong as well. Stay spiritually strong. Get edified with the Lord. I ain't telling you to follow my class because this is not my class. This is the Lord's class.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when the brother wants to speak, this brother wants to speak, I'm willing to do that because it's not my class. This is the Lord's class. That brother wants to speak, I gotta let the Lord speak. You know what I'm saying? If brother wants to speak, I'll let the Lord speak. But that's what's important because we have to build up this brotherhood. It's more than just what it is. It's a love thing. Love your people, man. Stop looking at your brother as an other.
Yeah, that's right.
Love your brother as you see him. I don't care if he's a Crip, you was a blood in the world, a vice lord, a gangster disciple. Whatever y'all called yourself in the world, man, you are not that. You are from the 12 tribes of Israel. Whatever your father was, he was a so-called Negro. Your father was a Hispanic man. Your father was a so-called Native American. He was a so-called Gadite. That's what you are. Stop looking at yourself as this shit, Salaki, the stuff that the world called you to be.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And you want to get right. Get right. Because the Lord is calling you to get right. It ain't just about my class. The Lord is calling you to get right. Because the Lord is called strong, mighty men of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And you better follow the Lord. Because it's a time. The Lord says there's a time for everything. And this is that time. The Lord is waking his people up. You think that I'm coming out here? You think these brothers coming on the street corners for anything? No, it's the Lord calling these brothers to wake the people up. The Lord is calling prophets now. And be that prophet, man. The Lord called you and you understand what I'm talking about, you know. Be that prophet. Don't be weak. Get into this class, man. You're in the Southern California area, get with Captain Qadash. You're in the Northern California area, get with Captain Kwan. If you somewhere in another state, get with your nearest camp leader. But do not be weak, because the Lord needs you at this time.
That's right.
Hey, but with that time, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ilatah Bashim Yahushua to the sisters. Shalom.
Shalom, sir. Good.